Hey guys, welcome back. We are back for another day of sprint session training. Thankfully today is a little bit shorter than yesterday's 20-second max efforts, but don't discredit this one. 8 seconds is still a pretty decent effort. I know it's not going to hurt as much as yesterday, but who knows? I've been underestimating some of these workouts last couple of days. So we'll see how we get on with tonight. If you missed the action last night, definitely go back, check it out. It's essentially the same workout as today, only it was 20-second sprint intervals instead of the 8 seconds that we have on docket for today. Gone through most of my warm-up for the day, and we're coming up on about 3.5 minutes until things launch into our actual session for the day. But feel free to jump into the chat, give yourselves some shouts. Let's have some discussions in between while I can still breathe. And we'll get things kicked off here momentarily. So thankfully today is a much cooler day outside, so I've got my windows open, which is why my lighting looks a little funny today, but it is still dim lit, cloudy outside, so I don't get too much exterior ambient light. The cool air definitely feels much better today, so I think I'll be able to perform somewhat more as expected. And if you missed yesterday's discussion, another apologies for being absent here online for about a week or more. I had some trainer difficulties, and I don't exactly know what happened, but Wahoo knows what happened. And unfortunately, they had to send me an entirely new trainer. An entirely new replacement trainer, just to get me back online. So kudos to them for their quick service action. Managed to put it together, get it set up, and off and running within a matter of less than an hour, I think. So really happy on that bit. And so far it's working beautifully, as intended. So, I got my 5-second peak, my peak 5-second watts down on the screen right here. Oops, over here. These numbers right here. I'm curious what you guys are going to think I can output today for 5 seconds. Think I can break 1,000? I don't know. I think my record is like 950. We'll see what happens. Still dealing with the trainer or the Zwift issue with changing gears. I gotta pull up the bottom menu like this and then change my gears. It's really annoying. Speaking of, coming up on the first one, let's get into it, guys. Too much effort. What did I hit? 8:48? What is this? What's going on? Oh. Forgot I switched my rear gears. Maybe I should just stick to my regular gears all overall. So let's drop my cadence, keep this around 6 or 7 gears. Hey, Tom Walton, welcome. This is always an experiment in the first few sprints. What works, what's not going to work. I think my key focus today is going to be hydration and cadence. Can I get my cadence over 120? Even though it's just 8 seconds. And hopefully not come unclipped. Yeah, maybe I need to tighten down these cleats. $20 kilometers? Oh, of what's remaining? Three Musketeers? No, I'm doing the full workout time, which, if I recall, I think yesterday it finished around 42 kilometers, I think? No, 36, I think it was. So I'm already 15 or 16 in, so I should be able to finish this route in the allotted time frame. All right, here we go. Next one. Yes. 10:16. How about them apples? That one felt a little better, even though my microphone was in the way. Man, I'm cross-training real bad. I don't know if I like that. Thanks, Tom. It was definitely a better sprint than the last one. As you can see on the graph there, I got about halfway through it, my foot came unclipped. Before I could clip it back in, the time ran out. Oh well. Second one was better. But can I beat it? That's the real question. 10:16. We'll find out. All right, 30 seconds to the next one. Get this out of the way. Again, damn it. Ah. Huh. All right. Well, we got 3 down. 6 more to go. But we'll be jumping into a 10-minute endurance here in about 2 more minutes. $10:16? Did that, what's the time on that? 4 minutes? No. It's, well, because my damn foot keeps coming unclipped. Yeah, I think I'm going to pause this and tighten my cleats. All right, let's give that a shot. All right, right into some endurance work. This is a workout, Tom. I'm following a prescribed set of watts for a certain amount of time, with the exception to the sprints, of course, which are just 8 seconds of maximum effort, whatever I can do. So I'm using those 8-second intervals as a bit of a benchmarker, maybe a little bit of competition with myself. As this number right here, the 10-16. That's my best 5 second for this workout. So over 1,000 is pretty good for me, at least. Got to keep pushing those numbers though, right? Maybe I can hit 1025. Especially now that my feet are properly clipped in. Well, better clipped in, I should say. At least I hope they are. This is week 8 of my training sessions. So started back in the beginning of July. But I've been doing Zwift workouts for a number of years, just kind of on and off, whatever I feel like I'm in the mood for. This is my first time doing a proper structured workout training session with an actual coach, not just following some generic workout plan. Which, don't get me wrong, the generic workout stuff is great, but requires a bit more self-motivation to actually do it. Having an actual coach behind the scenes, you actually got somebody keeping you accountable for your work, and they can make adjustments to the workout based on real life plans and other issues. Maybe you've built up too much fatigue in the workouts, so they're able to see that, dial it back a little bit, and keep you progressing in a smarter fashion rather than just overtraining yourself and ultimately end up in injury, or undertraining yourself and you don't see any benefits from it and you just kind of lose interest. So lots of benefits having an actual coach behind the scenes and keeping you honest. Good question. There's a lot of different setups you can kind of go with, and all of them are at a variety of price points, really. Just kind of depends on what you have on hand and what you're willing to spend, I suppose. You can go with a really high-end, well, I say high-end, you can go with a very nice out-of-the-box setup as far as a trainer goes. Something similar to like a Peloton bike. But Wahoo's got a nice kicker bike, I believe. I think they're about to release a new one here in the coming couple weeks or more. Don't quote me on that though. Hey, Corbsin, welcome. Welcome to the chat. But back to your question, Tom. I believe those bikes can run anywhere from about 11 to 1500 US dollars. The Van Rysel, I'm not familiar with that brand. Interesting. How are you liking it so far, Corbin? Corbsin? Oh, but nice. So far so good, I take it then. But I got a trainer that's a little bit more, slightly lower in price point as far as the kicker bikes go from Wahoo. It is a direct drive trainer. So all I have to do is take the back wheel off and use my gearing to control that sort of stuff. It is a smart trainer, of course. Yes, 15 minutes after 3 years of no work. That's movement's key, man. Got to keep it going, right? But I think my trainer is priced around 700 or so, somewhere in that price range, maybe. I know they recently dropped the price in it, so I could be off by a couple hundred US dollars. $500 is a pretty decent price range for a smart trainer nowadays. It's not too expensive, but it's not one of the cheaper off-brands that claim to do everything as a smart trainer, but they come just shy of it. Which I had one of those before. It was a fluid trainer that claimed to be a smart trainer, and really it wasn't. It just had a built-in power meter that was never calibrated. So, I mean, it still worked as a trainer, and it did what it kind of did what it said on the box. But jumping into a direct drive smart trainer, I don't ever want to go back. All right, next one coming up. Tighter cleats. Let's see what I can do. Yes! 1022. That's much better. Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks for the follow, Corbsin. But yeah, 600 watts has been, is kind of a low end maximum level. It covers at least the lower 50% of most riders, I would say. Maybe 60%. It's when you start doing this stuff for several years, getting better, and you actually start learning how to sprint on these things. Having any cap less than 1200 watts is a death sentence. Absolutely. Progress through movement. It's what we like to see. All right, next one, 20 seconds. Yes. Uh-oh. Getting dangerously close to 1100. Oh yeah, the saddle and legs thing. It certainly takes a little bit of getting used to. As I've told introductory riders, guys looking to get into it, they always ask me, what's the number one thing? What's the number one thing I recommend when it comes to riding? And my answer always is comfort. Because if you're not comfortable on the bike, you're not going to want to get back on it. Now, that kind of comes at a cost. Being in the military, I'm sure you're well aware of this. You can't progress without some bit of pain, right? That's what these workouts are for. You got to build that fatigue, build that muscle, tear yourself down to build it back up, type thing. But again, if you can't stay seated, you can't enjoy your saddle for at least an hour, there's no amount of workouts and timing you can do on the bike that'll make you want to get back on it. Yeah. So if you're familiar with rucksacking, then you know all too well the importance of having a good pair of shoes, right? Or a good pair of boots. Same thing with the bike. A good saddle will do you wonders. I unfortunately still have not found that miracle saddle for me. Thousands of dollars later, countless hours, and it's still yeah, that one, when you find what you like. Ooh. Got to talking, wasn't paying attention. My bad. That was a terrible one. Wasn't geared for it. All the jazz. But yeah, I'm dealing with saddle sores myself. I get this one spot right on my seat bones that just digs in so hard. It helps to stand every once in a while just to relieve that pressure. Though, I think I've recently heard tell that if you get saddle sores in like your like perineal region, perineum, I think that's how you pronounce it. Basically the space between your legs. If you get sores or pain in that area while you're riding, you need a relief spot in the middle or center of your saddle, and a little bit harder of a saddle will do you well. But if you're someone like me that gets pains on the seat bone and sores, then you need to go in the opposite direction. You still want that space in the middle for that perineum relief, but you need more padding. So, and of course a little bit better geometry, shaping, and all that jazz to go with it. So who knows? Maybe I need to find something with some higher padding and better geometry. But I'm a bit of a stiff when it comes to price and money. I will ride something until it breaks, or I can no longer use it, irregardless of how much pain it's causing me. Mostly because sometimes I get lucky and people gift me new stuff. So I sometimes get lucky with that. Not always, but sometimes. But yeah, Corbins, if you're no stranger to workouts or building yourself, decathlon. Oh, from decathlon. Okay. Never ridden one of their bikes either. But I think they've got at least a decent level of durability to them, I think. Oh, wow. 75 pounds? Whew. That's rough, man. Wow. If you don't mind me asking, what was the injury that put you in such a disillusioned state? Oh, yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all, man. That's okay. I still understand you, and that's what's important, right? Wow. And here I sit and just complain about how I pile drive my head into a tree and just barely fracture my neck. But yeah, I can't imagine being in that position. I'm sure it would fuck up anybody's head mentally. So sorry to hear that, man. But it sounds like you're getting yourself back onto the right path. Well, I say right. Anything's right, just depends on your goals, I suppose. But you're getting yourself onto a path of recovery. It'll be good for you. Oh, like one of those Peloton bikes, or was it one of those bikes with like a giant massive wheel on the front and you just kind of control the resistance with a dial or something? Oh, Kino app, or Kino map, yeah. I think that was a more recent knockoff thing of Zwift. Very proprietary information that stuff was, or is. So yeah, I'm not surprised it didn't work with Zwift. But yeah, welcome to Zwift, man. Plenty of roads and routes to enjoy. Plenty of group events to jump into, get some chats going. And if you ever get the itch to start being competitive, plenty of race teams to join as well. All right, 90 seconds till we knock out the next set. $1,100 Think I can do it? I'm coming for you. I tell you, the stars have got to align for that to happen. That was interesting. A red light? Huh. Get that out of the way. Almost. Getting so close. Hey, you as well, Corbin. Excuse me. Thanks for jumping in. Catch you on the flip side, man. All right, route's almost complete. 2 more sprints to go. There'll be a 10-minute cool down after that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Knocking out another route. Chain jumped off. I hate when that happens. Too much power. This is why I like the slow ramps. But you know what? The better this junk is happening here indoors than it is outside. I tell you, the amount of times I've slipped, tripped, had something drop, pop, whatever when it comes to sprinting. If any of that was happening outside, I would be on my ass in a heartbeat. Not that I couldn't control it. Sometimes things just go beyond your control. This is why my sprints always start with the slow build within like a 5-second window. Because if I can get over 400 watts, slowly build up to those 400 watts, then I could really punch it. But starting from a dead stop causes all kinds of problems for me. At least my feet are not coming unclipped this time. Of course, I say that now. Watch, it'll happen on this last one. Goddamn chain. I don't know, man. He's doing so well. So much for that 1100 watts. Maybe I'll get it in a race one of these days. Who knows? Maybe I should do one final sprint up this little cobbled section. Make it at least worth my time for dropping my chain so many times. Will Coach be mad at me? Probably not. I got a rest day tomorrow anyway, so. I think I'll start it just at the end of this rest period. All right, one more time, guys. What do you say? Still dropped a chain. Last one was definitely longer than 8 seconds. That's for sure. I was fading pretty hard on that one. Oh well. Well guys, we're just shy of 8 minutes till I'm done with this workout. Unless you guys have got something more you want to talk about, I think I'm just going to end it here. Let you guys prattle on for the rest of the evening. As for upcoming rides, I do have a rest day tomorrow. However, my team is going up against the ladder, against the OTR Cutting Edge team once again. We're coming off 2 losses against them and 1 narrow victory from the first time we took them on. So we're hoping we could, one, get ourselves back to a 50-50 win-loss on them, or a 2-2 win-loss against them, and on top of that, move up the ladder, and a bonus, take the American belt into our possession. So I will not be racing it, as I will be off the bike, but if I'm not working the local crit races tomorrow, which might be a very real possibility considering the weather that we've got going on this week. If the weather is a little bit crappy outside, I'll be in here to give you guys all the fast, high-flying action that the Lightning team can offer. But if I'm not here tomorrow to bring you guys that amazing action, I will be back on Wednesday with an easy endurance ride. Just real short, ERG mode, keep the cadence as smooth and steady as possible. We can sit here, chat along, and just kind of spin the legs out in preparations for Thursday, to which I will be jumping into a crit race online on Thursday. So if you're looking for some high-flying racing action, definitely Thursday will be the night to watch. At least if you're wanting to see me compete. So, lots of stuff coming up in the next couple days. So stick around, stay tuned, guys. There'll be a lot more of me to come. So, with that, guys, I'm going to finish this out, but I'm going to leave you here for the night. I appreciate you jumping in, keeping the conversations live and active, and rooting me on. Almost got that 1100 watts. So close. Alrighty, guys. I'm Husky Crow with Zed Sun Racing, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.